Hey guys, welcome back to more Monster Hunter World War 3rd. It's your host, Walt. In this episode, we're going to start off by going to the Yukimo farm and seeing what's up there. Prepared to spend a lot of time here, by the way. This place is very important. There's a lot of stuff to do here, as you can see. So let's probably break it all down. And it's not even upgraded at all. And since we bought a cat, we also get to see this cutscene where cats are just hanging out by this board. We don't need cats. Yet. Alright, what do you want, little kitty? This is the farm, yeah? There's many types of facilities available, yeah? And this is an item box, yeah? And then the fucking Let's Player will explain the rest of this shit, yeah? Yes. Alright. I don't know what all we can do here. Because I'm used to the maxed out farm. So, I'm gonna get to the areas that look like they have things to do. So, this right here is the field. You want to talk to this little feline. To do all your farming. So, you only have one row for now. And you can choose any crop you want. I'm gonna choose herb because we need herbs badly. And if you have any fertilizer, you can choose fertilizer. However, we do not have fertilizer, so this is gonna be poorly made herbs. But you know, hey, herbs are herbs. So this will take a quest for it to grow. So we'll have to come back here after our next quest. Let's see. Over here is a fishing pier where we can just harvest fish every time we come here. Each farm station refreshes itself after doing one quest, so it's important to come here every single time you complete a quest, especially early on because you need all this stuff. Let's see, what does this cat want? This is the insect trapper. Basically, you talk to this guy to select your insect bait, which we only have one for now, but you'll get more as you go on. And use honey to enhance it. However, honey is a very important resource, so I do not want to use it for this. Let's see, it has not started trapping stuff yet, so we'll have to come back after the next quest. Now, this rock right here, you can just flat out mine ore. It's very useful, and I wish future Monster Hunter games allowed you to get ore from farms, but as far as I know, this is the last Monster Hunter game to allow you to get ore from your farm. Pretty useful, honestly. And look at those cats being lazy. Now, after each quest, I usually like to just drop off everything. Eventually, I will have a set of items that I'd like to keep my inventory at all times, but since we're just starting out gathering stuff, pretty much just want to dump everything. Because any quest we go on, we're going to get supplies to do it, and any quest we do go on for now, it's just the small monster quests and gathering quests, so it won't be anything too crazy. Alright, we have two people to talk to here. Let's talk to the cat smithy first. Did you get scraps? Oh, thanks for the scraps so I can make cat armor. Yay. I won't worry about that eventually, I'm sure, if I ever cover the cats. As for Smithy, I did a quest, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. You got goods, you can upgrade your equipment. And just list out all the many options here. So the weapon craft allows you to make weapons, one of the 12 types. For now, we can just make exactly what we have. Armor craft allows us to make new armor, which there are several options. We'll get into armor crafting later. And as for upgrading, you can just select the piece of equipment you want to upgrade, like our hammer here. And if you hit triangle, you can actually see what materials are required. And we have the materials, so we may as well upgrade it. We also have the money, thankfully. So, that's good. Now from here, there are 3 options to choose from. And actually 4, that's right. Horrible Threat has a special mechanic where you can use armor spheres to increase the weapon's attack a bit, only for this specific weapon. And then when you upgrade it again, the attack increase will be gone. It's a unique mechanic, but I can see why it's never returned. I'll also explain weapon stats a bit later, don't want to worry about that quite yet. Same with decorations. I'll worry about decorations later. Don't want to get too into the details of the game. And we'll just have those woods scraps in our inventory. I'm too lazy to go back. Now, to progress in the game, you need to complete key quests. Now, the game is pretty bad at informing the player of which quests are actually important, which ones are not. This is something you'll kind of have to look up, unfortunately, and since I'm not planning on 100%ing the game, at least I don't think I am, I will most likely skip a lot of the quests. So, the 3 key quests for 1 star is the Jagged Takedown quest, the Blue Finger quest, and the Harbinger of Terror quest, which is Honey. Let's do that one. I'm terrified. Absolutely terrified. Oh, Jesus. Let's get our materials, and then let's get ready to gather some honey. I believe the royal honey is most commonly found in Area 9, so we'll want to make our way over there. Now that yellow... So the green gauge up top is our health, and the yellow gauge is our stamina. We can increase our stamina by eating rations. The maximum stamina is basically to the right edge of the screen, so we can keep increasing it that way. We'll be able to increase our health later on when we get certain items, or when we upgrade our hot spring enough. So, can't quite do that yet. We have our maximum stamina, so we're good to run around for that honey. Let's see. Now, I don't think this is the only spot that gives honey, but this is like the one that comes to mind for royal honey, which is what we're looking for, which is different from regular honey, inconveniently, or convenient. And we only got 4 pieces of honey, and right, gather more items. So, you know, we need more wood for our hammer. And future hammers would make more than just 1 hammer. Let's just head back to Area 3. I want to show off an interesting shortcut that you can do from Area 3. Now, if you're like on this like little wooden bridge thing here, and if you just run off the side, you just jump straight to Area 7 and just faceplant on the ground. How useful. Don't believe there are any honey spots here, though. Is there any honey spots in this area? I don't think so. I know there's some in 5. Maybe 4. Don't really remember. I'm scared. Oh, okay. This is a guy. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna take some honey. Okay, bye. I'm running. Later, nerd. That's a large monster. He's a little scary. I don't really feel like fighting him right now. Uh, he's a scary boy. I don't want to mess with him. So I believe we have our 5 royal honey, so we can just turn this in right now. Oh, right. This is an old Monster Hunter game. You don't walk up ledges. Oops. Uh, you have to forgive me if I ever mix up game mechanics, 'cause I'm pretty used to the newer games. And we have 20 seconds to gather stuff, so we're gonna get like maybe 1 herb. If this is a gathering. Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, got an herb. Got an herb. Aw, yeah. Hmm. So now I can maybe explain combining as well in this episode. And of course, for our troubles, we got some honey, snow herb, and armor sphere. Useful stuff, honestly. So, since we came back from quest, we may as well hit up the farm again. In future episodes, I'll probably be cutting out the farm unless there's new features there, but as for this episode, I want to show off what all we can do. Oh. So to harvest crops, we actually get to the crops themselves and not the feline, and we send to item box. Hey, we got 2 herbs and a hypnotic pollen out of 1 herb. Now that's some efficiency right there. Eventually, the farm will give us more stuff than just 2 herbs. And like 3 fish and 2 rocks. You'll start relying on the farm just to get basic hunting supplies so you don't have to like constantly gather all the time. It's all good stuff, honestly. Cannot stress enough how important the farm is. And I always wonder what it would be like to play like the very first Monster Hunter game, because the very first Monster Hunter game did not have a farm at all, so you had to like gather for everything, and I imagine that's just miserable. All right, I may as well talk about how to combine items, how to get some basic healing items just out of, just gathering materials. So you have herbs, blue mushrooms, and honey. These are quite possibly the 3 most important items in this game. So to combine them, you go to the combine option in the menu. You select 1 item, and then you select the next item, and then you hit the combine button, and you get a potion out of herbs and blue mushrooms. Now you can take a potion in honey. Like, you know how a potion heals health? Like some health, it heals a small amount of health. Well, you combine it with honey, and you get a mega potion, which heals twice as much health. Which I believe is about half your life at this point in the game. It's pretty good. An alternative to the combine option in the menu, you can also do combo list to just see all the items you can make and just not have to do the selecting 2 items things. Put all this in inbox. You can also combine inbox, combine from list in the box as well, which saves time from having to, take it out of your box, combine the item, put it in the box. That's too much work, honestly. It's all about the efficiency. So, while we're at it, may as well take on another quest, which is going to be the 3 Bullfango quest. So we gotta kill 3 of these guys. Woohoo. Ooh, this one they actually give us ammo. That means we gotta fight something. Ooh. I'd say we had to fight something, but remember those boars that you may have seen last quest that we kind of just ran by? That's what we're killing. Um, they're a little rude, and they like to charge into you. Easily one of the most hated enemies in the game for a lot of people. Just because they're really annoying, especially when you're fighting a larger monster like that blue bear that we saw. And then all out of nowhere, you just get this fucking boar that just like rams into you, and there's not much you can do about it. So you just will not see it coming. At all. Now, you may have noticed like stars like appearing over some enemies' heads when I hit them. That's a status effect known as knocked out. Impact weapons such as hammer and hunting cord can inflict stun damage, and when that reaches a certain threshold, the monster will be knocked out and immobilized, allowing for what is basically free hits. It's pretty useful stuff. Of course, there's a downside to using a blunt weapon like hammer and hunting horn, but we'll get to that when we get to that. It's a pretty big downside, honestly. Yeah. I also really like the Misty Peaks as a map. It's a really nice map to look at. And there's actually quite a bit of varied terrain in it too. Like this cave is very different from like the little water area in 7 or the mountainous area in 2. It's quite a nice area. And the waterfall area is just it's really relaxing to just hear the waterfall. You know what's not relaxing? Bullfango. And dead. Woo! Time to go see if I can get some extra items. Because Lord knows I need everything I can get. And there's no excuse to, like, not really gather after the quest ends, unless you're just, like, in, like, the mid to late game where you don't have these basic materials, but early on, good. Let's see if I can grab some blue mushrooms in 7 before the timer runs out. I don't know. No! Maybe next time. Let's see what we got from this. We got some meat. Cook that for some stamina storing items. Which is pretty nice. And actually, if you cook the meat well enough, you can get a well done steak, which restores little 2 chunks of stamina, basically 2 rations in 1. It's pretty useful. Of course, it takes a while to eat, like an actual steak. Can't do it quickly as you can, like a ration. So I believe I'm going to do one more quest before I end off the episode. To just kind of round off the whole farming thing. Ooh, we got 3 herbs and a sap plant. That was a much better haul than last time. Also, something that I could talk about is like the farm in this game. It's different from the more modern Monster Hunter games where it's a lot more automatic in those games. This game, you have to kind of work for your stuff. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this game's farm compared to the automatic one. Like, part of me likes this farm just because it's relaxing, just mindlessly farming all your items. And you get a lot more stuff in general, I believe, from this farm. Like, a lot more variety of stuff. But it also takes a lot longer to get all your stuff. So it's kind of a trade-off there. Ooh, what's this? Chieftain wants to talk to us about something. Greetings, Hunter. Can I give you some trouble? Are you familiar with the Yarosauros? That's a monster I've seen fairly frequently around here. Already seen it? Well, looks like you can totally take that guy, right? Alright, so this is a thing. So we can complete all the key quests in a rank. So like these 3 quests. You unlock your urgent quests, which if you complete this quest, you move on to the next rank and you unlock more quests. This quest is to actually hunt that blue bear that we saw on that hunting mission. We'll worry about that next time though. I want to do a different quest. You just go into the guild hall here and talk to this cat. Do a hot spring quest. We only have 1 unlocked for now, but we'll unlock more as time goes on. So let's just go ahead and kill some boars. Truly quality gameplay. It'll give us more of what we need. Also, just to note, since this is an online mission, or a multiplayer mission, they give us a lot more stuff. If you're playing multiplayer, you better only take 1 of each item because you need to share with your allies. You don't want to be that guy that hogs all the healing items while your friend's just dying over there. You know, it's not a very nice thing to do. So you gotta be a bro for your friends, you know? Or just randoms. It's not everyone you hunt with is necessarily your friend, I guess, but I don't know. I've made friends hunting with randoms. Especially back in Monster Hunter Tri when there was keyboard support. I kind of miss that game. At least just the online community of it. It was just really easy to just like go into a room, meet some strangers, talk to them about whatever, you know. This keyboard's a lot better than like anything the 3DS has. I mean, the 3DS has a keyboard, but it's not like an actual like keyboard. It's just something you like click with your stylus, and it takes 10 years to type anything. Also, not gonna carve that guy because I don't want to be eaten up. This area has a few guys. Did that boy just kill his brother? I think he did. That's not very nice. You can join him though. I don't mind. Of course, the online quests in general are a bit tougher than the offline quests because even like the gathering quests are tougher than the actual hunting quests because they usually require you to slay more small guys or gather more of X items. Got him. What a beautiful corpse. You okay, my dude? Oh, yeah, you're fine, you're fine. Stay away from me, man. I don't want any of what you're selling. Alright. So apparently these guys come out of the ground, by the way. Yeah, okay. I always forget they come out of the ground. Also, something that's very important to note, you don't take any damage when you finish a quest. So this is the secret to immortality, by the way. Just, you become a monster hunter, go on a quest, like a gather 10 blue mushrooms or whatever quest. Yeah, deliver those mushrooms and you're immortal. Congrats! Easy immortality. And apparently if you just decide to go back to town, you know, you're just flat out invincible and things just go through you. Okay, that works. Alright. I shouldn't be skipping these bone husks. Bone husks are used to make ammo for bow guns. So, they're kinda useful. Anyway, upon completing a hot spring quest, you upgrade your hot springs to give you extra health and or stamina. So once you complete your first hot spring quest, it's very worth your while to rest in the hot spring every time before you go to a quest. So let's see, do I have to talk to you? Yeah, you have to talk to this guy. He's like, oh wow, you've upgraded it. Now it changes color. Ooh. Look at the shiny hot spring. It just makes you want to jump right in, right? Yeah. Truly the best thing ever. However, I feel like this is a good stopping point for this episode. So next time, we'll man up and take on the big blue bear. I'll see you guys then.